Expert Guide to Cape Town. You really can't overstate the case for visiting Cape Town. First, there's the in-your-face beauty of a craggy mountain range that drops precipitously into a glittering sea, its flanks carpeted in greens and delicate florals. The Cape Floral Kingdom, smallest yet richest in the world. Then there's the pristine white beaches lapped by, it must be said, a chilly Atlantic, their curves defined by giant granite boulders to bake on, and burbling mountain streams and dappled forests. The proximity of nature is a constant source of amazement here, whether it is spotting zebra and wildebeest grazing on the slopes of Table Mountain from the highway, watching whales breach from a restaurant deck overlooking Falls Bay, supplicating before the 12 Apostles Mountain during a yoga class on Camps Bay Beach, or being halted by cavorting baboons near Cape Point. Yet Cape Town has a cool urban edge, too. Excellent art galleries, hip bars, world-rated restaurants, design-savvy shops, and home to Africa's innovative artists and designers, drawn by the city's innate beauty. Certainly it has always been the most cosmopolitan city in southern Africa. The Dutch, who planted the first gardens and built the sombre castle of Good Hope in 1666, were followed by the French, who augmented the wine-making skills and gabled homesteads of the original colonists. Malay slaves brought spices and minarets. The English left Georgian mansions and Victorian terraced homes, and refugees from all over Africa have made their way south to seek their fortune in the shadow of its flat-topped mountain. Food, jazz and gospel tour introduce a broad spectrum of cultural experiences, and no visit is complete without at least one full day exploring some of the surrounding vine-carpeted valleys. Their rich terroirs spawning not only award-winning wines but superb produce, accounting for some of the best and most affordable fine dining in the world. It's a city that has only really been open to the world for the last 2 decades, and, at our 17/18 to £1 still offers excellent value for money, and a sense of new discovery. Small wonder then that Cape Town has, for the 3rd year in a row, won the Telegraph Readers' Survey Award as the best city in the world to visit. Despite this, the city remains highly seasonal, which keeps a cap on development and the number of beds. Like most things, it pays to plan ahead. When to go to Cape Town? You can visit Cape Town pretty much any time of year. Summer is the most popular, with peak season falling between mid-December and early January. Another surge of visitors descends during the hot months of February and March. In April, the temperatures are balmy, the light is softer, the Cape Doctor, the southeasterly wind that howls through the city, is dormant, and the sunsets are spectacular. The temperate winter sometimes starts in May, more often June-July. Sunny days alternate with downpours that bring verdant relief, the mountain streams gushing into rocky gullies and watering the winter-flowering fynbos, including proteas, lilies and aloes. This is the most exhilarating time of year to explore the slopes of Table Mountain on foot. July to November is the time when the southern right whales migrate to Capetown, providing the best land-based whale watching in the world. But be warned, July and August can be wet. October to November is when the Cape Floral Kingdom again wows with a new cycle of flowering species, while the beaches, still relatively empty, sparkle in the temperate sun. This is when some of the best deals of the summer season are to be had, especially if you book early. Where to go? No visit to Cape Town is complete without circumnavigating the peninsula, traveling south from the city, waterfront or Camps Bay, the most popular areas where visitors choose to base themselves, along the M3, stopping at Kirstenbosch. These gardens are essential viewing, and visiting a few Constantia wineries en route. Klein Constantia and Eagle's Nest make a good contrast. I'd recommend you stop for lunch in the charming seaside village of Cock Bay, and set aside an hour or so to browse the quaint shops and art galleries there, or revisit them at a later time, before tackling Cape Point and Chapman's Peak Drive. Londonderry, Clifton and Boulders are the city's prettiest beaches. And do set aside a day to tour the winelands options, Rindwith Mountains. Stellenbosch, where produces the best red wines and has a lovely historic town center.